2002, a long-forgotten ex-fiance buys me DirecTV. She had it and she wanted it at my place for when she was visiting. I think at the time it was $25 a month, free installation. I believe the premium channels, HBO, Showtime, were like $4.99 a month. That relationship didn't pass the test of time, but I kept the DirecTV. Had it ever since, about 20 years. Now, this isn't going to be a Let's Bash DirecTV video or any other media provider. I've had DirecTV for over 20 years, enjoyed the programming. My TV viewing has changed over the last 20 years, and quite frankly, was getting a little pricey for what I was getting out of it. The other main issue, living in central Iowa with some pretty severe weather, both summer and winter, was rain fade. You know, when there's a massive storm coming in and you need to have the local channels to tell you where the tornadoes are rolling through town and all that, you know, the storms, the thunderclouds, the rain, you lose satellite signal. I've been pondering of making a switch for quite some time. I explored looking into cable through our provider here in central Iowa, Mediacom, now owned by Extreme. But several years ago, they didn't have very reliable service. They've since done a major upgrade, and they are my internet ISP provider, and they're up 99% of the time versus in the years past where, you know, they would have frequent outages. And here's the thing, if they went down, not only did you lose your TV, you lost your internet too, you know, when you had that bundled. So I always kind of like to have my options spread out. I had satellite TV, then I had internet. So if the satellite TV went down, I could go to the local NBC affiliate web page on the internet and they would have live streaming, so then I could catch the weather there, you know, when shit was rolling downhill. But recently, looking through their offerings, their base packages and all that, the price was a little bit less, of course, than the DirecTV. But again, it just didn't seem to fit my needs, so I just kind of hung out with DirecTV. Then, late last year, decided to get an over-the-air antenna. Now, the good thing about over-the-air is most of the TV stations today have what they call the point channels. You know, MeTV, Get TV, Rural TV, all those fun little things where you can watch Johnny Carson's and Gilligan's Islands to your heart content. But a couple years ago, with the arrival of HD over-the-air programming, rain fade affects that too. Heavy storm comes through, you get pixelated, you lose the programming when you need it the most. I've had Amazon Prime for about 10 years now, and then several years ago I bought a Fire Stick, which opened up a new avenue of programming. I've looked into Hulu and all the others, and they just didn't seem to provide, again, what my viewing habits required. But last week was the week I said, let's just do it. So I was near the end of a billing cycle with DirecTV, called them up and said, you know, I'm sorry, after 20 years, you're just not meeting my needs. Let's cancel the service. I was gonna, you know, then install the over-the-air TV antenna. Now, I had heard of YouTube TV and had really not ever looked into it until just a few days ago. Found some videos on YouTube. One particular YouTube channel, Michael Saves, recently uploaded a beginner's guide for YouTube TV just last month. I found his video very, very informative and decided to jump into YouTube TV. I'll post a link to his video in the comment section of my video here. As of the recording date of mid-July 2022, the monthly fees for YouTube TV is $64.99. As a new sign-up, you get the first 2 weeks free and then $10 off for the first 3 months. So 2 weeks free, then $54.99 for the first 3 months, and then you're at $64.99 from there on out. Now, as I kind of indicated, this was a spur-of-the-moment purchase. I don't know about other streaming platforms, but the thing that really attracted me to YouTube TV is they have your local area programming available. They don't have the point channels, but all of your local stations in your area are available on YouTube TV. The second most attractive part of YouTube TV is you have unlimited cloud DVR storage. No limits, no equipment to buy. If you've got a PC and a TV and a Roku or a Fire Stick or something like that, you're good to go with YouTube TV. Unlimited cloud storage. YouTube TV base package contains 85 channels. You can see here that you would input your zip code, complete local network coverage in the US and nationwide. Enter your home zip code to see your area's lineup, as that may change between areas. We've got the big four there: ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox. You got ABC News. Just going to run through this alphabetically. The AMC Movie Channel, BBC America, BET, Bravo, CBS Sports Network, CNBC, CNN, all the big players in the news organizations are there. Comedy, cartoons, Court TV, Discovery, E-Network, all three ESPN channels: ESPN, ESPN2, and ESPNU, ESPN News. I guess there's four. Fox Business, Fox News, Fox Weather, FS1, FS2, FX, FXM, FXX. I did not have the last two on DirecTV. Classic movies and sci-fi and all that. Food Network. I mean, just look at all the Golf Channel, Game Show Network, HGTV, Law and Crime. I mean, Major League Baseball Network. Motor Trend. I can finally watch Roadkill since they jumped off of YouTube there. I can watch Roadkill on all the Motor Trend channels now. That's in the base package. Just kind of scroll down through here. Some Spanish-speaking channels: Nick Cartoon, Sci-Fi Channel, the Smithsonian Channel. That one I didn't have on DirecTV. USA, a lot of NASCARs run on USA this time of year. So I'm actually not going to miss my NASCAR programming for the most part by jumping over to YouTube TV. And of course, there are plenty of add-on packages. They have add-on networks, Sports Plus add-ons, Spanish add-ons. Let's see. Okay, now I didn't see it here, but I do believe they have all of the premium channels available for an additional monthly subscription fee: HBO, Showtime, etc. There are no scheduled subscription plans, meaning you don't set up for any length of time. And in fact, I noticed in the billing page in your settings, you can pause the service for a customizable point of time. By default, for some reason or other, they have it set at 8 weeks, which is 2 months. It's a slider bar. You go into the properties where your billing is and say pause service, adjust the slider bar to your liking, and then you won't get billed. And then it'll automatically start at the prescribed time that you set to start back up. With the base package, you get what they call the family plan. You can have up to 6 sub-accounts under your account on YouTube TV. This allows each sub-account or member of your family mainly to customize their guide to their liking. You can block channels that you don't want to see on the guide, and you can reorder the guide in any configuration that you want. Put all the premium channels together, put all the news channels together. You see what I'm saying. The only drawback is you can only stream 3 different channels at any given time, and that's probably mainly due to data restrictions. You're probably about at your maximum download speed with your internet service provider with 3 different streaming channels, so that's probably why they have the limitations on that. Now, one possible downside for a very few of you out there is you've got to have a PC or a laptop in order to join YouTube TV. There are certain things that you can only do via their website, primarily in billing, sending invitations, to your family members, etc., etc., etc. And when you want to customize your guide, that can only be accomplished on the website where you block channels and reorder the channels. YouTube TV is a streaming service. That means you can add it to all of your devices and take it with you. I've got it at home on the TV. I've got it at home on the PC. I have it on my Android phone. I've got it on my iPad. And I have it on my portable laptop. Like I said, you can take it with you. Let's say you go on vacation. You're 1,000 miles away from home. Once you get to that location, update your location in the guide, and you will get the local programming offered for that area. along with the rest of your normal programming and guide. As I mentioned, I am an Amazon Prime member, which I access through their Fire Stick. Through the Fire Stick, I went into the application settings there, found the YouTube TV app, and downloaded it. If you have a Roku, you can do the same thing. If you have a smart TV, it's a very good possibility that YouTube TV is already there. If not, check the application store, if you will, for the brand of TV that you have, and find the YouTube TV app. One really cool feature about this whole setup that I have discovered is we're looking at my guide here. On the PC, I can scroll through the guide without interrupting my programming, if you will. On the TV, usually in a satellite feed or even maybe a cable, when you access the guide, you just get a little thumbnail up in the upper left-hand corner of your current programming as you scroll through the guide. Well, the guide's on the PC. I can go through the guide on the PC and look and see what is being offered or find something to record while not upsetting or interrupting the programming on the TV. That's really cool. Alright, gonna wrap this up here pretty soon, but I wanted to get back to the unlimited DVR cloud storage that you have. Let's say you wanted to record Hogan's Heroes. Go up to the magnifying icon and type in Hogan's Heroes. Click on the results and press the plus icon. That'll add it to your recording queue. We can scroll down and see what is being offered for recording. You can click on the season tab there and see what seasons are upcoming. Here we can see season 3 episode 5 is scheduled to be broadcast on Monday, July 18th at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. After this episode has been broadcast, no matter what channel it's on, you will be able to access it in your library to watch at your convenience. Now, the unlimited DVR cloud storage has expiration dates on all of this programming. It's generally about 9 months out. If you were to click on the little drop-down arrow there, like I did not do in my recording here, you will see the expiration date for the episodes. So let's just say, across all of the channels, in the next 6 months, every episode ever broadcast of Hogan's Heroes is broadcast on a channel that's on one of the channels here in the YouTube TV family of channels. At the end of that 3-6 month period, whenever those have been broadcast, you will have every episode of Hogan's Heroes, and then you could binge watch from the first episode all the way to the last. There is no way to record a specific episode of any given show. You record all or nothing. But who cares? You have unlimited DVR cloud storage. I know on my little box that was several years old with DirecTV, if I recorded an entire season of, say, Survivor, that took up almost 50% of my hard drive space on the box that I had at the last time that I was with DirecTV. I'm sure the storage units are getting larger and larger as time goes by. My box was several years old, like I said, and it didn't take too long before my HD was full. Here, you have no concern about any limits. Record and store as many programs as you desire. I've already had an issue arise in which I needed to contact support, and let me tell you, Annie at YouTube TV Support was absolutely fantastic. First of all, it took absolutely no time whatsoever to contact her. I clicked on the chat option and bang, I was instantly connected. I read the other day that YouTube TV surpassed 5 million subscribers, so there's not a lot of people that are subscribed to YouTube TV at this time. They're a new player in the game, and they're up and coming, and I think they're going to be a strong player. It was totally my mistake, my fault. I had signed up for YouTube TV on the computer and was attempting to get it installed on my phone. Went to the Play Store. I have an Android, Samsung Galaxy S21. I was jumping through the hoops to link to my account. I screwed up somehow and created a new account. So what happened was I created the account on the PC, somehow recreated another account on the phone, so it canceled the first sign up and then activated the second sign up that I did on my phone. I still had the 2 weeks free, but since I was a sign up and a unsign and then a sign up, it eliminated the $10 off for the first 3 months, as the $10 a month for the first 3 months are for new subscribers. And when I created that second account, if you will, underneath my same name and same email, it showed me as a returning subscriber. I'm not sure exactly what I did. It took me to Google Play. They charged me $1, then they refunded it. That's just to make sure that the account is active. So I explained this to Annie at YouTube TV Support, and she indicated that the $10 per month discount for the first 3 months for new subscribers is automatically generated, and there was nothing that she could do to override this error on my part. But she came up with a rather ingenious workaround to it. Basically, since I've just signed up, I'm getting the first 2 weeks free. We've already canceled my subscription, which will end in about a 2-week period. She sent me an email, and when my current subscription, which is actually my second subscription, expires, I am to re-sign up for YouTube TV. I will reply to the email that she had sent me, and then she will activate another 2 weeks free, as she is capable of triggering that incentive. So this 2-week trial period that she will trigger when I sign up for what effectively is my third subscription to YouTube TV, if you do the math, at $64.99 divided by 4 weeks, is a little over $16 per week. And with this 2-week free trial, that'll be a total of $32. And then, the $10 off for the next 3 months is $30. So effectively, I will be getting that $10 off, in a quid pro quo. I had some other slight issues getting a YouTube TV on my TV through Amazon Prime and the Fire Stick, but I think that was my Fire Stick. This thing's like 5 years old. It's the first gen. I have the third gen stick coming through Amazon Prime. I had points, so it didn't cost me a dime, plus it was Prime Day, so it was like $16. I had 2,600 points, so anyway, it was free. So once I effectively get into this third subscription, if you will, I'm going to be real careful about putting this on my other devices. I didn't have any problems putting it on the iPad's iOS Play Store, and I think what I determined is in the settings, you need to, from the PC, you need to cast to a device. That's how I finally got it on my TV through the Fire Stick. And again, the issue there might have been the Fire Stick, because over the next 3 days, I haven't used this Fire Stick very often. Over the next 3 days, the interface on the Fire Stick, the home page and everything, changed constantly, as this poor little old first-gen unit was receiving updates like nobody's business. So what kind of data does YouTube TV streaming use? I did some research on this and found a Reddit forum that indicated quite frequently through several commenters that about 700 gig a month with heavy gaming is what they experience with YouTube TV, and others chimed in that that was about the same with Roku, Hulu, and a few of the other players in the game. My current data package through Mediacom Buy Extreme is a terabyte per month, a 1,000 gigabyte. As you can see here, I've used very little of that over the last few months. So I'll be tracking this, but I feel pretty confident that I'm probably going to show around 500 to 700 gigabytes. And like I said, on the forums that I've been at, that's about what they indicated. The thing to remember if you're all brand new to this, much like myself, when I am done watching TV, just don't turn the TV off. In my case, I have to back out and go to the home screen on the Fire Stick. If I just if I just turn the TV off when I'm watching, say, Channel 13, NBC, well, that's still playing in the background. So while you're at work for 8 hours, that's still going. So you want to back out completely as far as you can from the YouTube TV app on your devices and TV, so you're not constantly streaming data. I still intend on installing the over-the-air antenna that I've purchased. That'll use the coax cable system, of course, and then the Fire Stick is HDMI, so I'll just have to select input on the TV. So if my internet provider goes down, I can switch over to over-the-air TV, and even get the point channels then too. So I can switch back and forth, and it's good to have options. If you got any questions, shoot me a comment. I'll answer it to the best of my ability as I go through this YouTube TV streaming as a newbie. Otherwise, jump over to Michael Saves' channel, the YouTube TV Beginner's Guide video that he has up. He goes into great depth and detail on how to navigate the YouTube TV streaming platform. Alright guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.